I don't want to bring in race into it, but sometimes it gets kind of iffy when you do. You feel me? So what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Lord knows like what that guy or guys would have did. You feel me? I was just making sure that, you know, I was doing what my uncle always told me to do whenever you in a situation like that. Just listen. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Just listen.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before I get started, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you've been enjoying the content so far on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me as well. And so let's go ahead and get into it. We got to talk about what transpired and what went down before the game yesterday.
There's no criminal charges. He wasn't arrested. He just got a ticket for reckless driving, evidently, going into the stadium. We'll obviously dispute that. That's their version. But the most upsetting part is the way that he was treated. Tyreek's not a guy that should be at his own stadium in handcuffs.
And so that was Tyreek Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, explaining what went down and probably what shouldn't have went down. But if you're over the age of 30 and you're a so-called black man, 9 times out of 10, you probably experienced something like this. Being hemmed up for no reason, being in handcuffs for no reason, lying face down for no reason. And when you're in a situation like that, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter what your name is, because at the end of the day, you're still another N-I-G-G-A. And Tyreek Hill found out the hard way. And a lot of people, a lot of so-called black parents in particular, talk about having the talk with their kids, especially their so-called black son. Now, me personally, I never had to have the talk. I grew up with a father that was in the military, and then I grew up with a father that also grew up doing the civil rights. And so I learned through osmosis. I learned by observing. I learned by watching when he got pulled over, how he acted. Now, of course, we got to wait to see how everything plays out, but just judging by what we've seen so far, it looks like Tyreek did everything that he was supposed to do.
I've been trying to figure that out too, man. Right now, I'm still trying to put it all together. It wasn't disrespectful, you know, because my mom didn't raise me that way. Didn't cuss. I don't want to bring in race into it, but sometimes it gets kind of iffy when you do. You feel me? So what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Lord knows like what that guy or guys would have did. You feel me? I was just making sure that, you know, I was doing what my uncle always told me to do whenever you in a situation like that. Just listen. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Just listen.
And so I'm sure Tyreek Hill in this situation, he was like, just give me my ticket. Let me get my ticket so I can get across the street and get to this game. But for whatever reason, and we can always speculate, especially being down there in Florida, a lot of you guys already know what time it is down there. And so you can only imagine some of the hostility and some of the resentment down there by law enforcement. And they wanted to make an example out of Tyreek. They wanted to show him what time it was. They wanted to put him in his place, so to speak. And they had the power to do so. They had the power to do so. But thank God he came out unscathed and he was able to get to his job and perform to the best of his abilities. And it didn't hurt that his teammates had his back at the end of the day. That's always a good thing to see.
It's obviously, you know, I was checking on my teammates, so it was some words said, and, you know, I just wanted to make sure he was good and, you know, just concerned about his safety, man. Obviously, we all see the police brutality that goes on in this country. And, you know, as you know, when you see your teammate possibly being a part of that, you know, you're doing everything in your power to help him. So, you know, that was, you know, unfortunate situation, but we made it through. Yeah.
Really just happy with the way that our team came together when teammates were in need. I think that I was proud of other guys jumping in to try to help a teammate, and then all the support.
And as you mentioned, Campbell himself ended up being detained.
Disobeying a direct order, yeah, which I think, you know, I guess I wasn't, he said I was too close to the scene, and then I think he said something about like me not moving my car in time, but you know, I don't know. I mean, he told me later that I could stand 25 feet away, and that's fine. I was definitely further than 25 feet away when it happened. You know?
And that's Calais Campbell right there for some of y'all who don't know. We're talking about a 6'8", 6'9" defensive lineman, about 400 pounds. And so when they saw him, they definitely didn't want no parts of that. And so, like I said, shout out to his teammates for having his back and coming through, because in a situation like that, and you find yourself alone and you feel like you're powerless, because you are powerless at the end of the day, it's good to have people that care about you. It's good to have people that have your back there on the scene. And so shout out to those guys. And we're going to see how this situation unfolds. I know they say the police officer is on administrative leave right now, and I'm hoping to see the body footage like everybody else. I'm hoping to see what transpired to have Tyreek face down in handcuffs right outside of his stadium like everybody else. And that's going to be a wrap on this one. Make sure you guys go ahead and chime in below. And as usual, peace and chaos.